The future architect,
planner,
artist, preservationist,
landscape architect,
urban spatial analyst,
is nimble,
stewarding change,
looking to the past and thinking about new technologies and new features that can help us inform our land practices.
somebody who can take all of that expertise and create the cities that we want to live in.
The fields in the Weitzman School are very well positioned to address climate change, the rapid growth of cities, the loss of biodiversity, and social equity.
This is a school that is known for utilizing and teaching the best technology. But I think one agenda moving forward is to fold the history and theory into technology courses and bring our heritage and our history and move that towards the future.
We are really focused on problems facing today's societies. So we really want students to understand the problems that they are solving, not just the algorithms and the technical side, and not just becoming an engineer or a data scientist. We really want our students to be very critical when people are affected by their decisions.
Our students really do want to make new worlds and new ways of seeing the world. We work across disciplinary boundaries. We think about how we can advance new knowledge in ways that have perhaps only come to light because of working together with others and those collaborative contaminations, as I like to see them.
For our students, I think very often the questions that they're trying to ask in their work can't be asked exclusively inside of the boundaries of a fine arts program. For all of us in the department, we wouldn't have it any other way. It really is part of the ethos of what we do, that art has to be in dialogue, that art has to look to other places outside of itself.
When I think of the design and art professions of the future, it's about being at the table from the moment of the initiation of the project. One of the projects that PennPraxis is working on now with students is a climate resilience plan for the city of Camden, which is across the river. And there's this moment of gathering people in communities that are experiencing a lot of flooding and talking about what some of the possible solutions might be, and then doing a lot of listening to their experience.
The future of the architecture department is trying to respond to the challenges that the world is facing by allowing more kind of diverse discussions about how architecture relates to culture.
We're really reckoning with questions of justice and equity in the realm of public space. So we're thinking about how to add value and not displace people from the very places that they know and love. And certainly thinking about practices that have been perhaps undervalued and starting to give value to those again.
We also want to promote a new way for students to think about design where they can take more ownership. So they're not just designing for the faculty. A drawing can be very beautiful, a model can be fantastic, but what is the meaning behind what they're drawing and what they're building, and what is the experience of a person who is going to use this building?
As we start to see, not the pristine item on the shelf as an example of preservation, but the ways in which everyday people can care for their built environment and, as a result, be able to remain in place such that communities, not just buildings, have a long history in our city. That's the kind of thinking we're trying to impart to our students. Those are the questions we take up in our studios, and those are the ways in which I think the field can be most meaningful for the people who live in our cities, and that's what our students care about.
There's a lot of positivity, creativity, grit, and initiative around the city. The spirit of invention and newness comes out of the Philadelphia ethos in many ways. It's a city of discovery, and I would say that discovery is really often about finding things that have always been there and looking at them more carefully.
Our department is so connected to the community. We are connected at very high levels to SEPTA, our transit agency, one of the largest transit agencies in the country. We're connected to the Philadelphia Housing Authority, Philadelphia Public Health, the Philadelphia School District. Leaders at these institutions engage with our studios, they'll engage with our coursework, they'll hold walking tours of the communities that they're working with. Students are learning methods and theories and concepts in the classroom, and then they're seeing how what they're learning in the class is being applied in a city that is constantly changing and evolving.
One of the things that our school is really good at is integrative work. So you're thinking about research, but you're also thinking about how does that shape public conversation?
Our students come to us because they want to make a difference in the world, and they view the fields in the Weitzman School as being the fields that can help them make a difference.